30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I'm your host, Jazzie K.Ward, and welcome to Artist Talk. That was sounds from our special guest tonight, Sonix, who's a special guest. I'm so excited to talk to my friend and brother. Did you hear that song? I just love that song. But you didn't actually know I was actually playing on that particular song. Yeah, right. It just sounds good, y'all. I'm so glad to see you. I see people coming in the room. Hey, my friend Colleen, my brother Kenneth is here. Dr. G is in the house. Chef D is also hanging out. He's always running things. And again, I have to thank all of those who support me in the show. I don't do it by myself. Some amazing people. I always have to thank Dr. G. Chef, the owner B, Mike Murray, Sean LaBelle, all my dear friends, thank you all so much. And each and every one of you that watch this program each Monday, each week, who goes back and watch the replays, who shares the videos and all that jazz. So don't forget to go over to K.Ward Radio, which is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe there, as well as kwardradio.com. And if you don't, as we say on the show, shame on you. That's right. So you know what? I am ready. I'm anticipating to start the show off. Let's go ahead and kick off Artist Talk right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K.Ward.
Thank you so much, the owner B. Hey, everybody, happy Monday. I hope also happy Mother's Day. I know I missed it, but again, it was on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. and also for those who are blessed to, to have their mothers, and for those who mothers are no longer with them. Also, we also want to think about them as well. But I'm so excited for you all to be here tonight. We're talking with special guest Sonix. I'm gonna have to ask him about that name too. I want to know, how did he come up with that name? But we're going to have an amazing conversation tonight. And if you don't know our special guest, you're going to get to know him a little bit better up close and personal. But if you did not know him before then, shame on you. Shame on your mom and them, your auntie them, your cousin and them. I'm just being silly, y'all. I am being so silly, but I hope you all had a great week. But just to tell you a little bit about our special guest, not only is he a musician, he's a music producer. Hey, this brother has that it factor. He was born in New York City in Manhattan. At the early age of 3, he played the drums. He played various percussion instrument at his father's church. By age of 7, he took on the bass guitar. 13, he was touring as a drummer for a gospel supergroup. We're going to have to ask him about that too and all that. So that's why this brother has that it factor. He's worked with some major labels like Atlantic Records, Bad Boy Entertainment, Capitol Records, Columbia Records, Virgin Records, Warner Brothers. He's worked with Run DMC. He's worked with Barry White, Tony Terry, Christopher Williams, Sean P. Diddy Combs, David Bowie. The list goes on. And also another one of my favorites, I'm going to ask him about. I love Zap Mama. A lot of people be like, ooh, I love Zap Mama. So I'm going to definitely ask him about that. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome to Artist Talk. Let's give a lot of love to our special guest, artist and producer, Sonix. What's up, my brother?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. We here on K.Ward Radio. Shame on you.
That's right, my brother. I know. But I want to say, brother, thank you so much for taking the time just to have a conversation with me.
I greatly appreciate you having me. We've been friends on social media for a while now, so it's finally great to connect with you and your audience. So I'm grateful for you having me here today.
I'm so happy. And I also have to thank our dear friend, the one and only, the beautiful Castella, who was very instrumental
for making it happen.
For making this conversation to get Sonix on up the line. That's right.
Wonderful friend of mine. We're actually working on a new song together for my next project, so stay tuned for that. Castella, wow. Thank you for bringing us together.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I was like, when Castella, we talked, and I was like, you know what? Sonix has been on my calendar here, like on my wall for so long. And I was like, wonder when I'm going to be able to have a conversation with him. And Castella, again, thank you. She was very instrumental in making that happen. So again, thank you so much, Castella. Again, everybody that's coming in the show, thank you all. Colleen, it's always good to see you. Kenneth and so many others. For those who are watching the replay, this show is also broadcasting out on Facebook. It's also on my YouTube channel, as well as the Roku network on Inside Indie Artist channel. And it's also on Soul TV network. So again, for wherever you are watching across the world, thank you so much. If you have questions or comments for our special guest tonight, please paste them there in the section. I promise you, I will do my best in answering those questions. So Sonix, I start the show off. I have this segment called The Real You. It's just so that our guests can get to know you a little bit better. So my first question is, I want to know what right now, like what's on your gratitude list?
My gratitude list. On my gratitude list is everything. I wake up every morning and meditate and pray. That's how I start my day. I don't even roll out of bed before I give thanks and praise and meditate and start my day with being grateful for life, for being in my right mind, for the activity of my limbs. I'm just grateful as a whole. to see another day. I'm grateful to be here with you, to be spending time with you, my brother, getting to know you and your audience. I just my day with being grateful, and then I just segue from there into other things. But I'm just grateful for everything and the support for my music across the world. People are tuning in and finding my music and sending me messages. I do read those messages, so I greatly appreciate when people post and they send me messages and they email and they follow through, because there's no me without you. So I'm grateful for everyone.
Right. Yeah. I appreciate that, brother. We thank you for giving us such great talent and sharing your gift with us. So another question is, tell me something that always makes you feel good about yourself.
Feel good about it, or in general? Just feel good.
Yeah, just in general.
In general, what makes me feel good? Just life. I'm grateful, as I said, to be alive. So just God-given elements, sunshine, nature, mountains, and fresh air. Just that always makes me feel good. Going for walks in the sunshine, clearing your head, finding out the best material, just away from everything and just in isolation. So nature, water always makes me feel good.
That's good. That's, I think that's
it's a good wine too.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, well, I'm not going to tell you on here. I'll just send you a picture and see if you can find this bottle of wine that I really liked when I was down in Florida. I like cabs. I like red wine. So
I'm a red wine drinker as well.
Okay. So I'm gonna send you a picture and see if you can find it, and tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
So another question. Sounds good, my brother. So another question is, tell me a moment when you knew your best friend was your best friend. Can you think of something?
Through life, we all go through changes. We all go through changes, and you're closer to different people at different times. And also me, one time a friend of mine came to visit me in full support, and during the pandemic when everything seemed to be at its worst. And a friend of mine I was doing a whole lot of writing because I just had that flexibility and time to do it. And I was really trying to finish up Love Crusade, and friend just called me to say, "Hey brother, how are you doing?" And I'm just like, this whole world seems to be like at a disarray, hate at an all-time high. So I started writing Love Crusade because that was my way to basically give the whole world a hug. I just was like trying to figure out how to bring people together, spread love, joy with my music, which became my mission statement. But this friend of mine, he not only, everybody was, you can write and record at home or in their project studio, but this friend took it another step because he cared deeply about me, and that showed that he was a real friend. Just came and said, "Hey brother, how are you? And do you need anything?" And it was super sincere, and he plays with some of the top artists in the world, but this brother stopped everything to check on me. So I just realized, that's a special person that I always gotta remember that guy was there for me. So I really appreciate my brother for that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing it. And see, that's my segment of the real you. So that wasn't too bad, was it?
No, not at all. Not at all. Shout out to Dimitri. That was my bass player, Dimitri. One of my good friends. He just cares about me as a human being. So I just want to say shout out to Dimitri Gordetsky.
All right. Shout out to Dimitri. Again, everybody, I'm Jazzie K.Ward, your host for Artist Talk. Thank you so much for joining the show. I saw my friend, one of the baddest saxophonists I know, Miss Joyce Spencer out of Texas. She's also hanging out, and I just saw it come down again. Hey, Joyce, always good to see you. And if you don't know Joyce Spencer, shame on you. You'll get a chance to see her also on Artist Talk. So as we're getting into the show, Sonix, I was sitting here thinking about your music. And while we're on live, don't forget to go over to sonicmusic.net, which is the website. Check out the music. Love Crusades. We're going to talk about his new music. He has a new project out. Go buy the music, y'all. Go buy the music. Share the music. Download the music. Wherever music is streaming, wherever it is sold, please go and get the music. And check this brother out. He is absolutely amazing. So, Sonix, before I kind of get into the show, tell me about the name Sonix. Where did that come from? But I also know you go by the Mad Scientist too, right?
Yes. So music, many different reincarnations, if you will. So I started off as Timar, Timar, which was a combination of my real name, Tim Rouse, Rouse. So my sister, one day, I asked her, I said, I need a name. She said, you should go with Tamar. And I said, Tamar, where did that come from? She said, you always spell your name Tim with a capital R, so put an A in the middle. So long story short, I started working with a production company called Archangel, and that's what allowed me to work with Zap Mama, one of your favorites. And we did a remix for Zap Mama many, many years ago. And I was doing some production in the studio, and I walked in the studio, and one of my mentors, Bruce Purse, was a part of that production crew along with Prince Charles Alexander. And so I walked in the studio one day and said, hey, I left some music up. I want you to work on it. And I'll listen to it the next day. You know, put your spin on it. So I worked on it. I walked in the studio. And he said, you know what? This record isn't done. I was all excited, thinking it was finished. And he was like, no, this record wasn't finished. And I go, well, what else is it? I kept, thinking in my mind. I thought I put everything in it, So I was excited to, for them to hear it. He goes, you didn't put the Sonix on it. And I said, I didn't put the Sonix on it. What do you mean? So Bruce goes, you didn't put your sound effect in it. And back in that time period, it wasn't really so popular to put sound effects in record, but I would always, put that little mark in there to give the listener something, to listen to way in the background, something to tickle your ear a little bit fancy. So I became Sonic at that moment. So I walked in the studio, and then he just started calling me Sonic, and the rest of the crew looked around and said, what's up, Sonic? And so since that moment, I was Sonic. And then So lo and behold, throughout the process of me producing, before it became popular with computers, I worked in the analog world. And so I started as a kid in the analog world with, 24-inch tape machines. And so I'm telling my age right now, but that's initially how I started. And in that time frame, it wasn't very many that would be able to handle the technical aspect as well as the creative, talented side of the production as far as writing, arranging. So me running the audio and being able to set the audio, run the audio, as well as produce the vocals, the music, and the musicians all by myself. So many people would see me at that point and, hey man, you like a mad scientist. And so lo and behold, long story short, so people started calling me, you the mad scientist, you're a mad scientist, because I'm just in there by myself, plugging up 6-foot racks of it. Nowadays, everything is done digitally, as you can see, just downsize everything's in the computer, point and click, here you go, So but back in the day, you had to really wire everything up, machine to machine, effect, and mixing console. And so that's how I became the mad scientist. And then so one day, so through social media and internet, everyone just, started picking across the Sonic and was like, yeah, so I'm gonna call myself Sonic. This one wanted to be Sonic. That one, because I was already doing the ground and legwork to make it a popular name.
Right.
So I started off with C, then I went to K, and then I got to X. And people always say, well, how did you get to Sonix with an X? And I said, because it was God's gift to give me talent in the first place. But God blessed me with multiple talents. So when you actually see the X, It's for multiplying, for the multiplication. So God gave me multiple talents. So that's how it became Sonix, the mad scientist.
I love that. And, I, you know, just because you mentioned this, and I would really ask you this question probably later on during the segment of the show. And so when you were mentioning about God and how grateful you are and how things basically happen the way they should happen, right? So at this point in your career, I mean, you have pretty much worked with everyone, Sonic. You worked with some amazing talent. You've worked in some awesome places. So my question is, do you believe you are where you want to be now in your life, in your career?
Well, I'm one that's always challenging myself. And so I don't rest on my laurels, or excuse me. I don't rest pretty much on past accomplishments. I'm a forward thinker, so I'm always looking to what's next. So the moment I'm in is the greatest. So I found, throughout my career, it's always been about others and helping others achieve their dreams and their goals as artists and creators. And so I put my life basically, you know, champion of others in schools, churches, artists, groups, choirs, you name it. I put it all on the line to be a blessing to others. Just putting my shoulder to the wheel to do that, to be a blessing to others. And so, Love Crusade, my first album, was basically saving a little something for myself. And so that brings us to date. So I released Love Crusade, and I released Love, No Ordinary Love, the maxi single, on the same day, which was 6 different versions of No Ordinary Love. So I released 2 albums on the same day in September 19th, I believe it was. And so at this point, fast forward to today, I'm always writing, always arranging, I'm always in that creative flow. And I'm grateful that God always just put songs in my heart, and that brings just joy to me. So I always want to share that with people when He blessed me with something, I feel in my heart is compelling, that they should, the world should take part in and bring joy to others. So
Right.
fast forward to today, when I made Love Crusade, my first album, I had 130 ideas before I settled on the project that you hear now. And so I started working on another project, my next album, which would have been Treasure Chest. But I
Right.
decided to do a 2.0. This is actually breaking news right now. Love Crusade 2.0. So
Wow.
right now, Love Crusade 2.0 is breaking news. You should be having that at the end of June. A release
Ooh.
date is forthcoming, but you should have that at the end of June. So I'm excited to share that with you, and that's just breaking news as we speak.
So you all are hearing it. Did you hear it? Breaking news right here on Artist Talk, y'all. We need to have a breaking news segment when our guests say breaking news. We need to bring, like, CNN or something comes in. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Sonic's Love Crusades 2.0 is about to drop, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yes, yes, yeah.
SonicMusic.net is also the site. And I'm gonna ask there you go. We got some breaking news. You're hearing it first right here on Artist Talk, y'all. So don't forget that. That's right. Everybody get an exclusive, You have to get your copy. Uh, with our special guest Sonics, the Love Crusades 2.0. And look, if you don't have Love Crusades, the current copy, shame on you. No Ordinary Love,
Yes,
y'all.
shame on you. Go get it.
Shame on you if you don't have it. I wanted to ask you another question, which I really don't talk a lot about religion or when we come on the show, but I just think on being on this journey, just how important has your faith been to you, Sonny?
Well, for me, faith is everything. I started out just trying to express myself as a child musician. And as I grew, with those gifts and just basically trying to express and get out the ideas that gave me. It's the faith that allowed me to do anything with music, because I didn't even know I was creating a career. I didn't even know that you could make a living from it. I just was expressing myself, and it brought me joy. And God just brought this full circle. And I had an older cousin, as I was already music. An older cousin came into my life. We didn't know anything about each other till later on in life. And maybe about 13 years old, this older cousin was also into music and writing music and recording music. And the faith of me just expressing myself, and this older cousin came into my life, and I just started helping to teach me how to write, arrange, and record as well. And that older cousin was Al B. Shore. And so off to the races we went. Al wound up getting a major label deal, and we recorded part of his demo in my bedroom as a kid. And I had equipment I was recording, and Al had equipment. So we just brought it together, and we just made something out of nothing. And just the faith of it, God made it into something. And every day I walk into the studio, sometimes I have an idea what I'm going to record. I don't have an idea. I don't have anything. I just sit down, and I may just start playing, and I might just start playing, and something will just come. But the faith of it all, that, God's going to bring it together. God's going to give me something special to give to you. That's right. It's always faith. I'm always faith-based, whether I say anything about it, because I'm not one to force my beliefs on others, but I achieve because I believe I can. And I believe in God, and I believe God brings things full circle for a reason.
I love that.
And I believe I'm also here for a greater purpose, to be a blessing to others. So that's what my mission has become, spreading love, joy, and hope with music around the world. That is my mission statement. And that is my mission, to bring that to the world, bring it to the world.
I love that. I love that. And keep spreading the love, the joy, my brother. And we can feel all of that also through your music. And so, everyone, I'm Jazzie K.Ward, your host for Artist Talk. Our special guest tonight is the one and only. He's a musician. He's a producer. This brother, he has an it factor. We're talking about Sonix. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with a little bit more conversation with our special guest right here on Artist Talk. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Joyce Spencer, saxophonist, flutist, and vocalist. I have a question for you. Have you ever seen the Jazzie K.Ward Artist Talk Show? No? Well, #shame on you. But I have a treat for you. Just tune in every Monday at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. He always has amazing artists with amazing music. Again, just tune in every Monday, 7:00 p.m. Central Time via Facebook Live or YouTube live stream. See you there, and please share.
Thank you so much, my beautiful friend.
What's happening? This is artist, composer, producer Wade Sealong. And I have a very, very important question for you. Have you watched Artist Talk with my brother, Jazzie K.Ward? If you haven't, and even if you have, it's every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Facebook Live or YouTube. You gotta check it out. You have to. And if you don't, shame on you.
Thank you, my brother Wade, and thank you also again, Joyce. Again, we're talking with our special guest, Sonix. Make sure you go over to sonicmusic.net. That's SONIX music.net. Also, he has a later project out called The Love Crusades, and Love Crusades 2.0 is dropping soon, my friend. So, Sonix, another question I wanted to ask you: when you did this No Ordinary Love, I was just blown away, my brother, when I heard that. And plus, the amazing vocalist that you have, Miss Patrice Isley, that you also featured on that too.
Everybody loves Sade. I have a special love for Sade. The music that she makes, just touches you, in your heart, and it just makes you feel good. So No Ordinary Love, I just gravitated to the song as a whole, but I felt like it was such a dual meaning for what I was trying to convey with my project. And one of the artists here in Las Vegas, out of Las Vegas, Patrice Isley, was gracious to record the song with me. And when I was creating it, I just said, most people don't touch the classics, but there's something so special about this song, and it goes right along with my mission of what I'm wanting to convey to the world. So I asked Patrice would she be gracious enough to record the song, and we recorded it. When I started producing the song, I was producing the song in the mindset of the 7-minute the 7-minute extended version, not thinking about I would have to chop it down for radio. So I said, let's do the full vocal version. So we did the full vocal version, and now I wanted to do an instrumental, and I wanted to do a smooth jazz version with just the hook and me playing it instrumental as well, like a combination of vocal, combination of instrumental. And so that right there was 3 versions. And now it's time to go to radio. I said, oh my God, now I got to chop 3 songs down to basically under 4 minutes to get it for radio length. And I said, oh my God, what was I thinking? I made the 7-minute extended version.
Well, I know, right?
So before I knew it, I had 6 versions. And that wasn't my intention at first. It was just to make the vocal version and say, hey, well, let me make an instrumental. And then I thought about how the smooth jazz likes to have the chorus sometimes. So now I had 6 versions. So here you go with 6 versions of No Ordinary Love. And I just made it a maxi single. Shout out to Patrice Isley. Shout out to John Sandoval for participating and playing on that for us.
I do. I appreciate that. I love the song, and hopefully we can play a snippet of the song so you all can hear it throughout the show. But what we're going to do right now, I want to play a little short clip of some great music from our special guest Sonix right here on Artist Talk. Hey everybody. So again, get ready for the tour, and maybe Sonix then will have me Jazzie on the tour with them. You know, y'all may need an MC, somebody to open up the show. Just call me. Just hey, everybody. Hey.
Give me a call.
Oh, well, my friend. Hey, my friend Connie, so good to see you. So again, that was just a snippet, just a little vocabulary of some of Sonix music. So make sure you check them out. That's at sonixmusic.net. We're going to have a little bit more conversation with Sonix. We have Dr. Chantel Graham, who is waiting, and we're going to have more conversation with our special guest. Hey, Jeffrey, so good to see you. So Sonix, we'll be right back, and we're going to get ready for Mind, Body, and Soul with Dr. Chantel Graham.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Chantel Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. G, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Listen, if you're going on tour, I'm going on tour too. I can quit my job tomorrow.
You're gonna quit? Okay.
Listen.
Well, maybe we'll just take a break.
If I break, I'm a break.
And then, maybe Sonix will let us do the background vote. You know, you do the background, I do the MC. How about
I'm gonna get my mic. Don't let me start. Don't let me start. Hey, Colleen. So Jazzie, we always come with a help tip. But tonight we're gonna put a little twist on it. Hey, Costello, I got my shirt on.
As Costello, I was supposed to have my shirt on.
Hot mess. So we always give a help tip, but today we're gonna do a little twist because Jazzie likes to put everybody on the hot seat. So tonight, Jazzie, we're gonna give you a couple of questions, and let's see if you can give us the right answer. But it's gonna be health tips. So let's start. So now, let's say you fall down and you get an open wound. What do you put on your wound?
Now, if I fall and I get I'm gonna get a cotton ball, and I'm gonna get some peroxide.
He gotta always try to be scientific, and the answer is wrong. Here to see. Somebody said here to see. Wrong. That's just like putting bleach on a wound. We were always told to put the peroxide on there, let it bubble up. That's gonna carry things. No, that is absolutely incorrect. Just wash the wound with soap and water. Put a little petroleum-based cream on it, and put a Band-Aid on. That peroxide just takes off that first layer, what we call those fibroblast cells, that helps you heal. So, okay, you zero for you're not doing too good now. Okay, let's try number 2. Taking a shower. What is the best temperature to take your shower?
Oh, let's see. Maybe maybe 70.
Again, he's trying to be so scientific. Listen to me. Well, how long should you take a shower for? How about that? I'm gonna make it maybe a little easier since you want to give us numbers. Yeah. What's a normal shower? What's a normal healthy shower looks like?
Well, maybe 15 minutes, 15, 20.
Wrong again. Your water should be lukewarm. It shouldn't be super hot, and it should last for only 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes, you start to take off that top layer of your skin, which has those natural oils and lipids, which help you heal. So a 10-minute shower in lukewarm water. I'm guilty because I love a good hot shower, and I stay in there until my hair start to curl up again. So I gotta do better. I know.
I do have a question for you, Dr. J. This probably, if you can answer this. You know how when people say you get out the shower and you should moisturize your skin, should you wait till you're completely dry? Or some people get out the shower, they put on baby oil, or they put on, I don't like lotion.
When you get out the shower, you should pat dry, not rub yourself dry. And you should put it on while your skin is actually wet, because your body will seal in that moisture. So that's what you should do. Okay, next question. When you brush your teeth and after you spit out your toothpaste, what should you do after that?
Okay. Well, can I tell you my routine?
Sure. It could be wrong, but you can tell me.
So my routine, I floss every day. So I floss my teeth. Then I brush my teeth. And then I do mouthwash. And then.
See, y'all know Jazzie extra. He always doing too much, right? So you should just brush your teeth normally.
Okay.
Once you spit out your toothpaste, do not rinse. You should not be rinsing out your mouth. If you look at the back of your tube of toothpaste, any tube of toothpaste will tell you not to rinse. You shouldn't rinse for like 20 minutes. But what you could do is you can floss after you brush, because what that little floss does, it will help get that fluoride in between those nooks and crannies and help your teeth become stronger. Jazzie, you're not doing good right now. I'm gonna try another one. I'm gonna try to help you regain your strength. When you wash your hands, you know, you're going to the bathroom. We all try to be, you know, conscious about the environment. Should you use the hand blow dry, or should you use paper towel when you're drying your hands?
Well, I think it's probably best to use the dryer.
So disappointed. You just so disappointed. Actually, by using, thank you, chef, actually use the paper towels, because for one, a lot of those are biodegradable and they're recycled. The problems with hand dryers, it actually increases your Castella wrong. It increases the bacteria by 45% on your hands. The reason why is because it blows the air and the bacteria in the air right onto your hands. So by using a paper towel, you decrease the bacteria by 60%.
Whoa.
Okay, last one. I'm gonna get, look, you gotta get one right. Come on. When you go into the bathroom, and this is when we all sit. So when you're doing number 2, where should your knees be?
Oh, well.
I'm gonna give you a hint, because a lot of times, you know, now with these ergonomically correct toilet bowls, we sit and our knees are at the same level of our hip. Is that the correct position that they should be in when you're going to the bathroom to do number 2?
I don't know.
The answer is they should not. They should not. Exactly, chef. Your feet technically should be 4 inches higher than your hips. The reason why, when your knees are parallel to your hips, it actually crinkles the rectal canal and you can't flow smooth. So your knees should be a little bit higher, more like a squatting position, and it helps the stool to fall out of the rest.
I just see, Dr. Gumbo, I knew all of the answers, but I knew our guest wanted to know the answers. And Chef D, he's Googling the answers to your response.
I know he has time to Google because he think he's slick, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway because he did at least put the right one on the screen. But Jazzie, you got none of them right. I'm disappointed. Well, so now remember, when you go into the bathroom, if you can, dry your hands, paper towel, throw it out. Those are recyclable. Those are biodegradable. That rapid blow dryer just blows bacteria in the natural air onto your hands. It increases your bacteria by 60% as opposed to a paper towel. Increases by 45% as opposed to drying. It decreases by 60%. Bathroom, raise those feet 4 inches. Brush your teeth. Spit out your toothpaste and then floss. There's no water rinsing for 20 minutes, people. Oh. Okay. And showers, lukewarm, 10 minutes. That's all you need.
That's all.
Someone said that's if you shower every day. I don't know no other way but to shower every day. So we're not going to even get into that debate because some people don't wash every day. Listen, go back to the mask. Thank you if you have to, but that's up to them. But you should be showering every day. If you don't, that's your choice. That's between you and your God.
Shame on you, right?
My God says cleanliness is next to godliness. So listen, hey, I'm just going to leave it at that. Leave it at that. Regular hand towel. If you're talking about a regular hand towel, like a cloth towel, remember, by drying, that can hold bacteria in the air because the moisture, sometimes you will collect mold, even though you can't see it. So we try to get rid of those hand towels too. Unfortunately, I know. Colleen, we just got to throw everything out the garbage. It's just ridiculous.
I love it.
Air dry, shaking, that's it. I don't know. Yeah, but paper towels, yeah.
I love it. Dr. Grant, we need to do a part 2 to this segment. Maybe, if not next week, we could. I like this.
You never know. Listen, you don't know what I'm going to do until I get on here. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do until I get on here. So it could be next week. It could not. We'll see. But we got to give you a chance because right now on that test, you got a 0.
Oh, again, I told you, I knew the answers. I wanted our guest to know.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see.
And I love it. And again, I have to ask you, even in the ER, we need Sonix music in rotation.
Listen, I already subscribed to his little website already. I'm ready for it right now. Let's go. Let's get jamming. Let's go.
I love it. And tell people, how is Nia, the Germinator, doing?
Nia is striving. I'm going to put it on hold because you're going to see in a couple of weeks, she's going to come out with her 2nd edition. And it's going to be transmitido in español, por favor.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you stick around for the rest of the show?
I'm here for it all. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. G and her health tip and wellness tip this week. Thank you so much again, Dr. G. Hey, everybody, let's bring a special guest back into the room, Sonix. It's all about a love crusade, y'all. Let's bring him back in the room. My brother.
How you doing? Don't feel bad, Jazzie. I didn't know all those answers either.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sonix. But
that was
some great information.
Don't worry. I would have guessed.
I love that.
Great
I
tips
love
to
that.
know.
Sonix, something I wanted to ask you. So could you tell us when do you plan to do the tour in 23?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Tell us about your tour. Have you had the tour, Love Crusades tour, or do you plan? Is something else coming up in the works for your tour?
Well, we're doing some around, but I took a little hiatus to get back to recording so I can have some new material. So we'll be coming back out with Love Crusade 2.0.
Okay.
In Vegas. We just wrapped that up, the Love Groove residency here in Vegas at the end of 2022. So now we got a new project. So we're going to have some fresh new songs and material there with the world. So look forward to my website. So I'll be updating the dates on my website shortly and social media as well. So you can find that at sonixmusic.net, sonixmusic.net. And also you can find me on social media at I am Sonix, I am SONIX. And you can find me on Facebook at I am Sonix1. And so that's how to keep up with me. And it's an information. Say hi. I would love.
That's all right. I wanted to also ask you who were some of your musical influences?
Some of my musical influences are Prince, Michael Jackson, of course, Barry White. He has such arrangements. Rock with I love Sting, Sade, of course. Just great songs and great music. Just some of everything influences. Pots and pans and car door slamming, horns, everything. I just pull from it like a palette. So those are my influences. Just even this conversation will influence something to come out of this conversation. Just shame on you. Maybe that'll be a new song. We come shame. Who knows? Shame on you for not, not knowing about radio. K.Ward.
That's right, my brother. So could you tell me how did your relationship come about with David Bowie?
Because I grew up, so my gospel roots. I grew up. Who did love the Winans, Clark Sisters,
wow.
This Mass Choir, that Mass Choir. Just some of everybody was an influence to me. Even gospel quartet groups down in the South was a big influence. And one of the songs I'm doing on my new project, I put a little taste to that, but I don't want to give it away just yet. But I did a little remake of another song, but I put a little bit of a Southern gospel twist on it.
Oh, wow. Gospel quartet. I love it. I love it. A
little bit of that flavor to that new song I'm going to drop soon. So.
Okay. Well, we definitely can't wait. And also you have another song on there on the Love Crusades album. I think it's God is Love.
God is Love. To me, so my album conceptual love and different aspects of love. So on the intro of my album, the intro on the album is Al Sahara, which is in English, it means great desert. And so my album basically took you from the desert to an oasis on the project. God is, that was just a wrap up to share a little message and be an inspirational message of joy and love and what God means to me.
I love that. Sonny, what do you want people to take away from your music when they hear it?
I want people to take away from my music that a message of love, a message of joy, a message of his souls. And if I'm able to do it, you definitely can do it too. So be inspired when you see, you hear me, just that was cool. But you can achieve your goals and your dreams. And I am definitely a witness to that. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith, and you got to believe you can, and you just have to put the work in. Nothing comes easy, but just put the work in, and one step a day will lead you down the highway. So just continue to have faith and joy. And that's the message I want people to get from my music and from me as a whole. If you see me on social media, be inspired. Be inspired by what you see. Be inspired by what you hear.
I do. I love that, my brother. Again, and Colleen also said that's also one of my favorite tracks is Easy Street, which features Eric Marienthal also on Sonix project. So make sure you check that out as well. I love that song. Sonix, my brother, I just want to tell you.
So much.
I just want to say, and everybody, please go and get this project, the Love Crusades. Don't forget, Love Crusades 2.0 is coming out. Any words of wisdom or advice you want to leave us with, Sonix?
Just continue to keep your faith in these times we're living in. Everyone is faced with challenges, and you're not the only one facing challenges, but continuing to spread the gratitude and look at things from a gratitude standpoint. You can, and you can do it, and you can win, and stay committed to what you believe in, and stay committed to faith. You can do it, and you will achieve. I am one that.
That's right.
I believe that wholeheartedly. So to be here, K.Ward Radio with my brother K.Ward.
Thank you, brother.
Right here.
Greg, thank you so much, my brother. We want to thank our special guest, international recording artist Sonix, of course, who's an artist, producer extraordinary. And if you didn't know this, brother, shame on you. Don't forget to go over to sonicmusic.net is the website. Make sure you download all his music. You can go over to the website, wherever music is streaming, it's also available. And Sonix, I want you to stick around a little bit for the show. Again, thank you, my brother, for coming on the show. And I want you to come back on the show. And so we can talk about Love Crusades 2.0 and all of the other great work that you're doing. So you must come back, okay?
Yes, absolutely. I would love to. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right, my brother. Stick around for me just a little bit. Again, I want to thank everybody that was watching the show, the program, for those who go back and watch the replay. Thank you so much to Dr. G, Dr. Chantel Graham. Thank you to Chef D. Thank you to each and every one of you, wherever you are watching from around the world, Castella, and so many, all of our other amazing guests. Thank you so much for the connection and the conversation. K.Ward Radio is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. KWardRadio.com is the website. And if you don't, shame on you. If you would like to be featured on the show, my information is listed there. If you would like to support the show, no gift is too small. As always, join me each and every Saturday on 90.7 WVAS, Alabama State University. Again, I hope you all have a great rest of the week. And We'll see you next time right here on Artist Talk. Good night.
I gave you all the love I've got. I gave you more than I could give. I gave you love. I gave you all that I have inside, and you took my love. You took my love. Didn't I tell you what I believe? Did somebody say that a love like that won't last? Didn't I give you all that I've got to give you, baby?